I would like to overtake them, but my poor van lacks the power, and there's a mile of cars behind us from Marseille until Argowa. They're so slow, they're so slow, and we'll all crawl together from Oman to Balahulish, behind all the bloody tourists. They're so slow, they're so slow. Oh well, we built some passing places, and on it there are road signs, but they just drive right past them, even though my lights are flashing. They're so slow, they're so slow, and we'll all crawl together from Oman to Balahulish, behind all the bloody tourists. They're so slow, they're so slow. If you're a tourist, it's just a bit of fun. You know, 37 miles an hour, plenty fast enough. I don't have a gig to get to. Maybe. This is the true story of a little old lady from the island of Skye who was selling cocaine from her camper van outside of the police station. It took them 4 years to catch her. I don't know what was going on there. An old drug dealer on Portree who sold a bit cocaine. When she ran out, she thought, fuck it, I'll just sell ketamine. But all the folks who snorted it, they didn't like the high. They grasped her to the police, and she fled the Isle of Skye. He drum ho, he drum hey, that old coke dealer from Skye. He drum ho, he drum hey, that old coke dealer from Skye. Well, she went down to Oban for the Sunday seaside air. She started selling heroin, she should have been aware. Oban's full of Glasgow gangsters selling drugs to nets. When they caught her on their patch, they broke both her legs. He drum ho, he drum hey, that old coke dealer from Skye. He drum ho, he drum hey, that old coke dealer from Skye. Well, off she went to Inverness, got a bed sit in Markinch. Oh, this is just a place, she thought, selling drugs will be a cinch. But when she asked about if there was anyone selling drugs, they said, I be my ma, my brother and my dog. He drum ho, he drum hey, her camper van she went to Ullapool. She started selling marijuana to the kids at school. But the minister at the Reefree, well, he wouldn't let that be, and they gathered up a lynch mob, and they hung her from a tree. He drum ho, he drum hey, that old coke dealer from Skye. Our soul went from here and there, heaven and then hell. It wasn't welcome anywhere, why it's hard to tell. And so she spends eternity in an endless purgatory, haunting all the bastards who grasped her on poetry. He drum ho, he drum hey, that old coke dealer from Skye. Big it up for the dancers there. True story that, true story. BBC iPlayer, Highland Cop, Season 2, Episode 4. I'm reliably informed her name was Dora. Nora, Glenda, something. It ended in 6 months. What? Has anybody been on the A9 recently? Like, say, today, yesterday, their entire life, 3 times a week for the rest of this year? Got a southbound bus from Inverness. The A9 dueling is a fucking mess. They're digging up the road, but really slowly. At this rate, it'll take a century and cost more money than a Calmac ferry. On a wagon wheel, there's a cow overtaking me in that field. The A9 is a nightmare. So I got off a Dalwhinnie in the wind and the rain. I walked to the station, I went home on a train because the A9 every other day there's an accident. They close the road for the incident, and it's usually a BMW, a Volvo or an Audi. Overtaken on the single Nine is full of numpties, and they'd be safer on a wagon wheel. I wouldn't let them drive a cow through my field. The 8, 9 is a nightmare, so don't go fast in the wind and the rain. We drive on the left, are you fucking insane? The 8, 9 is a nightmare. I crossed the Forth, headed north. I got past Kelty and Kinross, but all the way to Perth, it's just roadworks. With average speed cameras all the way, do you know how much road tax I pay? The 8, 9 is a nightmare, and I could go faster on a wagon wheel. That cow overtook me in another field. The 8, 9 is a nightmare. I put my foot down on the dual carriageway. I got pulled by the police for speeding, and they say the 8, 9 is our cash cow. And I could go faster on a wagon wheel. There's a cow overtaking me in that field, because the 8, 9 is a nightmare. And you know, it's like a wooden boat. It will never be finished. It will never be finished. As I was saying previously, if you weren't in at the start of the show, we're Scunnert with a T, not Scunnert with a D. Some people are confused about the meanings of these two words. One of them means, like us, you're bored and in search of excitement, and the other one means you're totally fecked, it's all over. So, you would much rather be Scunnert than Scunnert. Here's a song Bob Dylan would sing if he wasn't incredibly rich and didn't give a fuck anymore. When I don't believe what the government say, and I'd like to apologise for the quality of that harmonica break. It was very much not up to the standards of Bob Dylan. So here's another one that Bob would be proud of. Well, they say I need to identify myself digitally, but I think what they're gonna do is steal my privacy. Oh, I don't believe what the government say. I don't believe it's true. I don't believe what the government say. Well, they say Israel is our ally, and we should just stand by as they kill all those children and commit genocide. Oh, I don't believe what the government say. I don't believe it's true. I don't believe what the government say. Change at all. No, the times are still pretty much the same as they ever were, Bob. I'm sorry it may be bad news to you, but I assure you, Bob, the times, they did not change. I mean, you know, when they're selling you hope as hope as the banner advert for what they're offering, hope. That's pretty desperate times, isn't it? Hope. That's like you're on the Titanic and you hope you find a table to float on. Anyway, if you didn't leave after that one, here's another one you might like. It's nice to live in the free world, where liberty prevails. We just listen to your phone calls and read all your emails. The government likes you on Facebook, and it's reading all your tweets as it scans your facial features while you're walking down the street. And that's called democracy. And it's plainness and me. You can dream of peace and freedom, but it's just your fantasy. It's nice to live in the free world, 'cause we're so civilized. We've got no suicide bombers. Our pilots all come back alive from dropping bombs. were names of which I had not heard. Uzbekistan, Irani, Yemeni, Pakistan, Yemen, blah, blah, blah. At least that's what I heard. And that's called democracy. And it's as plain as can be. You can call it peace and freedom while you bomb the enemy. It's nice to live in the free world where you can express your views as long as you don't say anything nasty about Israel or the Jewish religion, which would be acceptable under UK hate speech laws because criticism of a religion is allowed but not of vulnerable people characteristics. Although I am personally struggling with the idea, if I call your religion evil, ugly, stupid and dangerous, I am not inferring that you yourself are evil, ugly, stupid and dangerous, but that's just me. Cause then you'll be an anti-Semite and face the full weight of the law. It's like I'm living in that old book, 1984, and that's called democracy. And it's as plain as can be. You can call it peace and freedom, but it's just your fantasy. It's nice to live in the free world where liberty prevails. We just listen to your phone calls and read all your Yeah. If you see the free world, by the way, say hello from me. We used to be really close. In fact, it's a long time ago, but I actually used to live in the free world. Yeah. That was some time ago. This is a Jerry Cinnamon song, or it was. This was a Jerry Cinnamon song, but he says, actually, he prefers our version now. And this is like, so this is another like Scots language thing. If you don't know what a bender is, right? A bender is when the sesh extends beyond the weekend into the rest of the week. Then you know you're on a bender. I'm on a bender. I'm on a bender. I'm on a bender. A week without no rest. I woke up with a minger and kebab juice on my chest. I am no gangster. All crimes I've had my share. I'm 7 eckies in, but I'm off to buy some more. I'm on a bender. I'm on a bender. I'm on a bender. No happy endings. I'll probably end up in the cells or face down in the river. Right now it's hard to tell. I dropped an acid and now bugs crawl across my skin. I was trying to ignore them, but one of them's talking. I'm on a bender. I'm on a bender. I'm on a bender. I'm doing street ching, still chasing that first high. I got it from that dealer who lived on the Isle of Skye. What a bender. It started last weekend. 6 tins of lager and a gram of ketamine. I'm on a bender. I'm on a bender. I'm on a bender. No happy endings. I'll probably end up in the cells or fish down in the river. Right now it's hard to tell. I dropped an acid and now bugs crawl across my skin. to ignore them, but all of them are talking. I'm on a bender. I'm on a bender. I'm on a bender. I'm on a bender. How can I calm down? Maybe Valium and weed. Fuck, I think I shot myself and I smell a pee. I go where to go to. Oh, I tried to sober up. My boss was pissed with me, so I said to go to I'm on a bender. I'm on a bender. I'm on a bender. No happy endings. I'll probably end up in the cells or face down in the river. Right now it's hard to tell. I dropped an acid and now bugs crawl across my skin. I was trying to ignore them, but now I'm talking to them. I'm on a bender. I'm on a bender. I'm on a bender. I'm on a bender. For legal reasons, I do have to say I myself have never been on a bender. Just saying. Although, as a musician, I can neither confirm or deny the lifestyle of your average musician. I don't take drugs any more than the average funk band. Boom, boom. If you're lucky, you live in a country where nothing about this next song applies to you at all.